Very good morning to you and many thanks for joining us on AM News. I am Susan Asupo, thanking you for joining us. Governor Dom Emmanuel has assured that he will provide necessary logistics to ensure prompt relocation of international oil companies to their operational base in the state. The governor was reacting to recent protests by a foremost youth socio-cultural group in a senatorial district over non-relocation of ExxonMobil head office to the state. Government House correspondent Clement Barkwi has details.
Governor Dom Emmanuel, while describing the demonstration by the youth as unfortunate, advised them to sheathe their sword while government works out better modalities for their desires to be met. The governor maintained that negotiations are on with some foreign partners towards building a befitting office complex in the state for the smooth relocation of the international oil companies. He called on youth of the state to rather adopt the right approach in pressing home their genuine demand.
Fortunately, you know, when youths want to do protest, they don't seek anybody's consent. But, well, as much as we can appreciate what they are fighting for, but I think the approach is not the right one. ExxonMobil is a business, and it's a joint venture with the federal government. I will try and talk to the youth leaders and see how we can use a different approach to still achieve the same results.
Governor Emmanuel also rolled out other plans initiated by government in ensuring that the state is conducive for investors to do business.
You know, I'm in the forefront of calling on IOCs. All of them should relocate to the communities they are operating from. I'm in the forefront of that. But as a governor, I'm also trying to put something in place. I'm just negotiating with, you know, some of the foreign partners how we can set up an intelligent building so that they won't have an excuse. Because I know most of them, the way they structure their balance sheets, they don't want to own huge assets in terms of buildings. But I'm going to do something that they cannot actually refuse.
On Monday, a socio-cultural youth group, Afiwariket, barricaded the entrance of Mobil Producing Nigeria Unlimited in Ibono with traditional injunctions protesting the non-relocation of Mobil head office to the states. In Uyo, Clement Barkwi, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State government has solicited partnership of World Bank to provide rural water supply across the state. Governor Dom Emmanuel made the appeal at a dinner with staff of World Bank in the state for a 3-day retreat. Here again is Government House correspondent Clement Barkwi.
The World Bank team, led by the country director for Nigeria, Rashid Ben Masiu, are in Akwa Ibom State to brainstorm on ways of achieving the mandate of the group. Addressing the team, Governor Dom Emmanuel disclosed that there are various interventions by the state government to reclaim some areas ravaged by gully erosion. He said government has so far invested about $40 million in the Outgrower scheme aimed at poverty alleviation and solicited the support of World Bank to achieve the total cost requirements for the scheme.
We know what it takes for you to come to our region. 3 key things: reliable infrastructure, security, transparent legislation. And I can promise you, we'll build the whole 3. And then once you have those 3 pillars, you have a very safe environment for your investment. I can guarantee you, if not for any other thing, I will not let you invest in an area which will not make adequate returns.
The country director of World Bank, Rashid Ben Masiu, said the retreat was organized to enable them identify key challenges of development in Nigeria, which he noted required homegrown solutions.
We will be having our portfolio review for the South and Southeastern states. So this is an opportunity for us to work with the state government to see how can they effectively utilize the funding that they already have.
During the 3-day retreat, the World Bank team is expected to visit some erosion sites in the state, identify causes, what government is doing to tackle the challenges, and how World Bank can assist. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom women have been encouraged to remain industrious while contributing their quota towards the growth and development of their families and the state in general. Wife of Akwa Ibom State Governor Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel gave these words of encouragement during the NTA13th Women's Day celebration held at the council's mini stadium. Edidion Iba was there for NTA News.
The Women's Day celebration created an opportunity for NTA13th women to come together and display the rich cultural heritage of the local government area. The wife of the governor, Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel, in her remarks, appreciated the women for the well-thought-out celebration, saying it will foster unity among the women while creating an enabling environment for the contribution of meaningful ideas towards the development of the area. The governor's wife encouraged women to participate actively in the forthcoming local government elections, assuring that women who are willing will be given the needed support to succeed. She advised the younger women in the society to uphold their dignity and pursue their goals with commitment and vigor.
I really appreciate our husbands, those that are here and those that are not here. Here the stakeholders in NTA13th, they came together. They talked about this day, not just coming out, they are going to empower women, and this is going to add value to somebody that did not have hope. So I want to really appreciate you people. Despite the rain, I was looking at the women. Women are so resilient. Nothing stops us. Nothing stops women from doing what they have to do.
Various stakeholders in the local government area, including the former military administrator of the state, Otuekongidongasenkanga, and others, congratulated the women for the successful hosting of the event, advising them to take their destinies in their hands, especially as the local government elections draw near.
We hope next time the Lord God will give us a better weather and it will be very grand.
The event featured recitation of Dakada Creed, various competitions, march past by women of the various wards of the local government area, presentation of empowerment packages to the women, as well as the induction of Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel as a bona fide NTA13th woman. From NTA13th local government area, Edidion Iba, NTA News.
6th Battalion of the Nigerian Army, Wellington Basi Barracks, Ibawa, in Apak local government area, will be conducting its routine live firing exercise from September 12 to September 23, 2017. A statement signed by Captain Jackson Ozodinobi for the commanding officer indicates that the exercise is scheduled to hold at 6th Battalion Firing Range, Wellington Basi Barracks, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. The statement further advised inhabitants of Ibawa, Ikolokon, Okon, Ikolafara, Mbarakon, Itum, Ikana villages to keep off the range since it involves firing of live ammunition. The inhabitants have therefore advised not to panic as it is a routine military exercise. Residents of Yobe, Akwa Ibom State capital have expressed divergent views over the report by the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), which says that Nigeria has officially exited recession. The people expressed their views while interacting with our correspondent on this latest development. The word recession found its way into the vocabulary of Nigerians and became a household word within the first quarter of 2016. The ripple effect of recession was felt by all as it affected every sector of the economy. Prices of food commodities were not left out as they skyrocketed to high heavens, thereby making it difficult for most Nigerians to afford 3 square meals. Latest report released by National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says national gross domestic product (GDP) has increased by 0.55%, which is an indication that Nigeria has exited recession after 5 consecutive quarters of contraction since the first quarter of 2016. NBS says the current GDP growth was about 2.04% higher than the rate recorded in the corresponding quarters of 2016, which recorded -1.49%. That Nigeria has exited recession is a testimony to the fact that government is moving in the right direction economically. In their different opinions, public analyst Mr. Franklin Isong and Special Assistant to the Governor on Project Monitoring Mr. Mboidem Afia say it is not yet time to celebrate as Nigerians have not felt the impact in their pockets.
Things have come down in summer, while some are still where it were. That actually give and take, prices of items have crashed in some of the items while some are high.
What I can say is the recession should not be celebrated as such because many people are still out of job. The economy is not well equipped, and it's only in the place like Akwa Ibom that we can say recession is tackled from the grassroots.
They also suggested that managers of the Nigerian economy should work assiduously to reduce the interest rate in order to attract investors.
So what I think the government should do, instead of to celebrate and begin to jubilate that we have come out of recession, they should look more into, they should do more in putting resources, putting more funds into agriculture, into bringing in more foodstuffs, so that we will have, so that the prices will crash. If we have price of garlic crash, price of beans crash, onions, pepper, tomato, crayfish, those are the ones that I want to see in actual sense. So the government should do more in foodstuffs. That is where I will advise the government to do more.
Economic team supposed to know if they know what they are doing, especially on interest rate. Interest rate is very paramount because this would attract the investors. Without investment, without investors, I don't think we can go anywhere.
In Uyo, Susan Asokwo, NTA News. And now to sports. Akwa United players and their officials have finalized training ahead of the 2017 OITO round of 16 match against Shooting Stars Sport Club of Ibadan at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, on Wednesday evening. John Paul Alumana reports on these and other sports stories.
Akwa United Technical Advisor Abdul Meikaba says his team is fully prepared ahead of the 2017 AITO Cup round of 16 match against Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan on Wednesday at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo. Coach Meikaba expressed his resolve to win the AITO Cup in order to qualify to represent Nigeria in the 2018 CAF Confederations Cup.
Remaining 16 teams in the AITO Cup, and winning 4 games straight can give us a trophy. So we are preparing ourselves for that, and I will give all our best to make sure that at the end of it, if we can lose the continental position in the league, maybe we get it in the AITO Cup.
Some players of the team said they are looking forward to a better outing in the AITO Cup against RSC on Wednesday.
There has not been any pressure. Whatever will happen, will happen. If you fight and you fight and you fight, and that you expected is not coming. You keep fighting until the end of the season. It's not over yet. Anything can still happen.
There's a big every player's dream is to be the top scoring striker, and I believe I tried my best. And I just have to train more
and hope next season maybe I can get it since I didn't get it this season.
Meanwhile, Aqua Stars FC of Uyo will play MPFL champions Plateau United in the round of 16 of the Areto Cup on Wednesday afternoon at the same venue by 2 p.m. In a related development, home-based Super Eagles of Nigeria have qualified for the group stage of the West African Football Tournament (WAFU) going on in Ghana after defeating Sierra Leone 2-0 on Monday night. Wing-back Osas Okoro and striker Victor Zeji scored the 2 goals for Nigeria.
Now Okoro to lift this one up. Okoro! Away from his defensive line to an attacking line, and has been very much into the game, and it could be another opportunity now for Nigeria. Finally, the second goal is taken right there.
In tennis, Rafael Nadal has won his 16th Grand Slam title in US Open final on Monday. For sports updates, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
And a quick look at the weather forecast from Wednesday, September 13, 2017 shows that the morning period will be cloudy at 28 degrees Celsius. The afternoon period will be rainy at 30 degrees Celsius, while the evening period will be cloudy at 26 degrees Celsius. And that weather forecast concludes the package on AM News. We thank you so very much for being a part of it. And for our tips, remember that security is everyone's business. Report every suspicious movement to security agencies. That has been the news. Thanks for watching. Do have a very beautiful Wednesday. Good morning.
Jesus, you want, thank you.